So here I am, deep in thought, and I say to myself, I said, self. Myself said, sis. I asked, am I doing enough? She said, sis, are you doing enough? What kind of question is this? Shadow work got you in tears. Dealing with your fears, handling childhood trauma, ain't no way you could be serious. I know sometimes it might be hard for you to see, so let me break it down for you. But careful, hot is this tea. The Creator has asked you to walk this earth as you are, authentically being. That's how you raise the bar. But really, it's your vibration that you're raising. Moving in alignment, it's got your fire blazing. It's the radiance for me. How you shine effortlessly. Expanding collective consciousness by just being, honeybee. It's through living your truth and tending to your roots that got folks inspired to do what you do. Because you're not out here encouraging them to be like Miss B. You're influencing them to create the honey that comes from their own tree. Now, feel free to sip your tea. So I wake up this morning and I said to myself, I said, self. Myself said, sis. I told her, girl, I kind of just feel like I'm stuck. She said, so you've hit a wall. Roadblock. Feels like a stop in your clock. Here's a suggestion. Change your perception. You can learn a different lesson. How about we use this as a moment of opportunity to appreciate all the work you've been doing? Maybe this break in your journey was by grace. When was the last time you took a moment to give thanks? A thank you to you for all the work that you do. A thank you to your ancestors for keeping you together. A thank you to whoever it is that assists you with your business. That moment of gratitude could make all the difference. In addition, try not to be blinded by your mission. Tunnel vision got you using less than 20. You're going to miss it. Through the wall is not the only way forward. How about you look around for some help to go over it? Or take a few steps back to get a clearer picture? Or look in your toolbox for a way to dismantle this fixture? You might even have to turn around and go back and acquire what you missed the first time on this track. My point is, there's many ways to view the wall, either as an impediment or a means to help you with your cause. So I wake up this morning and I say to myself, I said, self. Myself said, sis. I said, girl, 2020 has put us through some shit. She said, oh, trust. I know. But we did that, bitch. Cried this year more times than we ever have. But that's what happens when you unpack all that's been in your bag. This year we have seen that whether your bag is Birkin, Dollar General, or Gucci, it's still packed with suppressed feelings, baby. You can't fool me. Because now we can see that most of us ain't been all right. Friendships that's been tight, taking flight. Relationships that's been out of chips, got partners deciding to dip. Governments that had us whipped, finally being called out because they ain't shit. Age of Aquarius done stepped on the floor, flipping over all the tables, hitting secrets, no more. But here you stand, looking damn good, honeybee, on all 10 toes, love permeating through your being. You've learned how to love yourself despite the opinions of anyone else. You pay attention to your energy feed, and I'm talking social media, people, and the food that you eat. You are blessed. It's no stress, and I love you. Let's go help heal the... So I wake up this morning, energy feeling cute, boots, and I said to myself, I said, self. Myself said, sis. I said, girl, what is going on? Get up. The Creator has given you breath, oxygen flowing through your lungs, skin glowing despite the shade you haven't put on yet. Open the blinds and let the sun in. Remember when times used to be hard and you thought that you wasn't going to make it through? Favorite phrase was, oh, I don't know how much more I can take. Yet here you are watching me be OD and I'm not even that hype yet. So again, I say, get up, sis, brush your teeth and your tongue. Put on a fit that makes you say, yes, this is it. Pop on a tune and celebrate yourself today. And if somebody looking at you crazy, make sure you let them know. I'm on my self-love tip. Stare if you wish, but you ain't gonna never make me deny this. Ta-ta! So I'm getting dressed this morning and I said to myself, I said, self. Myself said, sis. I said, girl, how did we get here? We've come a long way. She said, girl, I got you. When you realize that your self-esteem came from the validation you received, light came on and you were able to see that you were never in the driver's seat, and who wants to be a passenger in their own story? But I need her to elaborate. So she said, I got you, sis, check this. You woke up feeling good about yourself, but your self-love came from everybody else, and no validation that day made you feel like you didn't slay. But who were they to say? Because that day, your style had extra flavor. That day you woke up smiling because of life given to you by the Creator, and your hips had extra sway because of the squats you've been doing every day. But I needed you to see that if the confidence came from here, it's Colossus, made of steel. Can't nobody penetrate that. But if you need a reminder, girl, I got your back. So I'm brushing my teeth this morning, then I look in the mirror and I said to myself, I said, self. Myself said, sis. I asked, who are we? She said, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, and the 6. Quite frankly, my dear, you're just that bitch. Why do you ask? What's the sitch? I said, no sitch. Just wanted to make sure that we ran this shit, that the confidence came from within and not the validation we receive from those who don't live within this skin. You know, just checking in. Ta-ta. So I'm getting dressed this morning and I say to myself, I said, self. Myself said, sis. I asked, you ready? She said, let's go get them. I said, don't play with me. You know exactly what I mean. Are you ready to pull out these weeds and plant some new trees? For a while now, I've let you hold on to that trauma, allowed you to think that it wasn't us that it would most bother. But I can no longer just have a seat watching you become the person I know we don't want to be. For quite some time, you've been planting a particular tree, one that's keeping you from your authenticity. Thing with trauma is it doesn't just go away. Unattended is how the roots grow stronger every day. I don't know about you. I could only speak for me, but I want my tree to be something fierce, like Swaitanya mahogany. It's time to dig into this trauma, trust in her called karma, tackle the pain and hurt that you've been feeling so you can finally be free and start living. So I'm sitting here on the couch in my feelings and I say to myself, I said, self. Myself said, sis. I said, girl, I'm tired of people treating me like shit. She said, well, first of all, I need you to get up and out these feelings because you playing with the vibe. Then I need you to teach people how to treat you because up until now, you've been letting them get away with that bullshit. And that was you teaching them that it was okay to treat you that way. See, I need you to love yourself enough to say no, absolutely not. I don't know who you think you got, but let me reintroduce who I am. Because the way you've been treating me won't go on, fam. Now, you ain't got to follow suit. I'm just saying that bullshit gonna get you to boot. Because the way that we love up in here, it won't let you go on, my dear. Treat me like the bottom of a construction boot. Ha! I think not. So I wake up this morning and I say to myself, I said, self. Myself said, sis. I said, girl, 2020 has put us through some shit. She said, oh, trust. I know. But we did that, bitch. Cried this year more times than we ever have. But that's what happens when you unpack all that's been in your bag. This year we have seen that whether your bag is Birkin, Dollar General, or Gucci, it's still packed with suppressed feelings, baby. You can't fool me. Because now we can see that most of us ain't been all right. Friendships that's been tight, taking flight. Relationships that's been out of chips, got partners deciding to dip. Governments that had us whipped, finally being called out because they ain't shit. Age of Aquarius done stepped on the floor, flipping over all the tables, hitting secrets, no more. But here you stand, looking damn good, honeybee, on all 10 toes, love permeating through your being. You've learned how to love yourself despite the opinions of anyone else. You pay attention to your energy feed, and I'm talking social media, people, and the food that you eat. You are blessed, it's no stress, and I love you. Let's go help heal.